This is a re-upload of the first anime I ever made. I released it back when there was still only 4 or so episodes of Hajimete no Gal out. I was really proud of it, honestly, at the time, but Annie-chan decided to take it down. I have not really done any editing to stop them from doing that again, but I am going to try and fight it this time. If you don't know, Annie-chan is related to Katakawa. And if you also don't know, Katakawa does not own Hajimete no Gal. So, fuck you, Katakawa. I'm going to re-upload this video with some minor edits. And you can't fucking stop me. Because, you know what? This video ain't perfect, but it was pretty good. I was very proud of myself for this video. For the very first video I've ever made. Look forward to my next video. It is going to be I Hate Angel Beats. And I am pretty much about 60% done with it. All I gotta do is edit everything together. I've already recorded the audio. I gotta edit the audio and then slam all the clips in. I don't know when it'll be done because I'm a very depressed individual, but hopefully fairly soon. Anyway, guys, thanks so much, and I hope you enjoy the first video I ever made.
Last time on Dragon Ball Weeb.
Well,
Okay,
so
next-
final thoughts on Hajimete no Gal. I guess I just don't.
Don't watch it. Don't watch anything that's next to it in your queue.
Also, don't watch anything that's next to it on my anime list, because it doesn't get much better with Hinology from Luck and Logic.
Well, Gamers is next to it. Gamers is really
yeah, Gamers is really good.
Segue though.
I really didn't want to defend this show. Every season there always seems to be a slew of shows that you wouldn't want your grandma to walk in on you watching. Hajimete no Gal is the latest in a long line of these shows, and it's fine. Just fine. Considering the amount of criticism it's getting, however, I gotta make the case that it has more going on than just gravity-defying breast animation. The OP sets the expectation that you are in for your average, overly sexualized high school harem show. We have a bland protagonist surrounded by overly busty women, all seemingly vying for his attention. The show itself breaks that expectation by giving each of these female characters their own goals and wants. The blonde gal Yukana Yame is actually super sweet. When Junichi asks her out, she agrees because she thinks he's fun. She just wants to have a good time like any person her age should. She's also not insecure, a rare feature in the female leads to these kinds of shows. When she catches Ranko straddling Junichi behind the school, she takes it as Ranko just wanting to meet her boyfriend. In episode 4, after the hijinks on the roof, she tells Junichi that she trusted him that there was nothing going on with Kashi because she knows he has her. Ranko Honjo is Yame's childhood friend, and is also secretly in love with her. And because she's secretly in love with Yame, she has a vendetta out on Junichi for stealing her away. In episode 3, she constantly tries to seduce him to prove to herself and to Yame that he's just a horny pervert who thinks about nothing but sex and doesn't care about her. Yu Kashi, the class president, is a cam girl by night with a god complex, and only wants Junichi because she views him as her pet dog, and can't stand seeing her property fawning over someone else. And Nene Fujinoki, the childhood best friend, has always had a thing for Junichi. Spoiler for the manga. The only reason she seems like an Emoto stereotype is because she found some porn of his and decided he's a cis-con, and this is her just trying to appeal to him. Eventually, she even decides to go gal to try and steal him away from Yame. And then there's our main character, Junichi Hashiba. He's a loser pervert who hangs out in a group of bigger loser perverts. He's an incredibly impressionable person. Between being a hormonal teen and hanging out in a group of guys who do nothing but bemoan their virgin status, all while filling Junichi's head with any number of shitty ideas, Junichi is cursed to being a perma-virgin. And the only thing that actually breaks this cycle are his friends forcing him to ask Yame out. Now, let's talk about Junichi's gaggle of perverted losers. For whatever reason, a few vocal anime YouTubers have somewhat lambasted these characters, and I honestly don't get why. This is ultimately a comedy show, And while you don't have to find it funny, it's important you take these characters in the context of the show they're in. These characters are losers. Not just to our standards as viewers, but to the standards of the characters in the show they're in. And yes, one of these characters is a pedophile, and you aren't supposed to think that's okay. It's a joke. And also, yes, I did just defend a pedophilic character.
Congratulations.
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 Thank you all.
Look, this show isn't above criticism. I mean, honestly, why can't I watch this show with my grandma? I don't need gratuitous panty shots, suggestive poses, or softcore porn scenes. If I wanted porn, I'd just go find some porn. As much as I'm willing to defend this show and its humor, it truly is a sleazy mess. It has some interesting takes on the formula it's molded with, but it's this over-reliance on titillation that's really holding it back. Luckily, half of Junichi's ecchi daydreams amount to the setup to a punchline that usually sticks, but even to the service of the joke, these scenes go on too long. This show isn't great. In 4 months, no one will even remember it, but the idea that it's the worst thing in a season that includes the reflection is ridiculous. Maybe it's just me, but I like the show despite its flaws. I like the characters, their designs, the jokes, and who doesn't enjoy a little girl whose breasts take up 70% of her body mass? I don't expect it to go anywhere, but it doesn't need to. I hope by the end of this season I'll be able to unironically say that this show surpassed my low expectations for a comedy ecchi series. But who am I kidding? Having hope is for the weak. I'm English Mike, and I hate anime. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. It's literally the first thing I've ever put any kind of effort into making. And I just wanted to thank everyone so much for giving it a view. Sorry I sound so stiff and quiet. I had a lot of anxiety making the video. I'm not really good at this, plus I didn't really know what I'm doing. Shoutouts to Exclamation Point, Rising Superstream Liam, Pedantic Romantic, and of course, Jeff Thu. No hate to any of them. They can have their own opinions, it's fine. I just kind of wanted to give my own. The show really isn't good. If you skip it based on what they said, you'd be fine. I just kind of wanted to give my own opinion. I don't really think it's any worse than anything else that gets played on a normal season. Anyway guys, thanks so much. I'm going to try and make some more content in the future. I'm thinking about making a video on reflection next, in which case I may use Jeff as a joke again. Maybe not. I also have a series planned in which I go through 3 different Gainax shows. The OVAs, to be specific. Narrows it down a little bit. One of them is just straight up going to be an AMV. I know I'm going to make that. That one's going to be interesting, because I have a lot of ideas. Anyway guys, thanks so much. Please check out my Facebook. That's I Hate Anime. My Twitter, @AnnieMaikaru. And check out, if you don't already know about the guys I mentioned in the video, or rather I'm mentioning here, go like them as well. They're great. They all make fantastic content, far better than anything I am making currently.